Hello everybody and welcome you all to the QXL Learning Academy channel. So today's video lesson will be on the maths lesson on knowing our numbers. Now quickly have a look what all things we'll be covering in this video lesson. So first of all we will have a quick recapitulation of the number systems, and then we'll also try to find out the successor and the predecessor of a given number, and specifically we will focus a bit on the place value chart, and we'll try to understand the two number systems in place, the Indian system of numeration and the international system of numeration. Okay, so let's start the session. So today's topic of discussion is on the chapter knowing our numbers. So you already know what numbers are, yeah? So what are the counting numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. These are the natural numbers or the counting numbers. Now if I add a 0 to this set of natural numbers, then I get a whole new set of numbers, isn't it? These are known as the whole numbers. Yeah, so adding a 0 to the set of natural number gives me whole number. So this 0 to 9 we have a set of 10 digits. Okay, so this is the Hindu-Arabic system of numeration that we use in our country. So here, using this 10 digits from 0 to 9, I can make any number. Okay, so suppose after 9 it's 10. So how did I make 10? I took 1 and 0, that's how 10 is made. If I take 7, 6, 7, that means I have taken 3 digits and I formed a number. Okay, so like that you can take any digits out of these 10 digits and start forming the numbers. Okay, so here if you see the first number, that is 10. So this is a 2-digit number because I have taken 2 digits to form the number. The second one is a 3-digit number. Similarly, you can form any number of digits out of the given combination of the 10 digits. Okay, so 9, this is the largest single digit number. So how do I get the next number after 9? I have to add 1. So 9 plus 1 gives me 10. So 9, which is the largest single digit number. Okay, so for number I am using a short form, that is hash. Okay, so 9 plus 1 is giving me 10, which is the smallest 2-digit number. So see, here we have added 1 to the largest 1-digit number and you are getting the smallest 2-digit number. Yeah, now if I take another example. Okay, see, suppose I will take another number that is the largest 2-digit number. Okay, so that is 99. I have taken 2 times 9, so this is a 2-digit number. This is the largest 2-digit number. If I add 1, what do I get? Yeah, I will get 100. Okay, so 100, this is a 3-digit number which I got after adding 1 to the largest 2-digit number. So 100 is my smallest 3-digit number. Yeah, so here what we did is we added 1 to the previous number. Okay, and we are getting the next number here. If I add similarly 1 to the largest 5-digit number, that is 5 times I'll have to write 9, then what do I get? I will get the sum as 1 followed by 5 zeros. So this one is nothing but my smallest 6-digit number, right? So how did I get? I added 1 to the largest 5-digit number. Yes. So now adding 1 gives me the next number. So that is also known as the successor. So that is how we find the successor. So now we saw how to find the successor of a number. Okay, the next number by adding 1. So now if we are asked to find the previous number or the predecessor, how do we do that? Suppose 1000, we want to find the previous number, so you have to subtract 1. So this 1000, this is my smallest 4-digit number, so you subtract 1, so I get 999. So this is the largest 3-digit number. Okay, so in order to find the predecessor, we are subtracting 1 from the given number. To find the successor, we are adding 1 to the given number. Okay, so if the question is find the successor and predecessor, this is how you can do that. add 1 to get the successor and subtract 1 to get the predecessor. So now in the screen you see a number. This is a big number, difficult to read without proper separation of the numbers. So there are certain systems in place which will make reading and writing of the numbers much easier. So there are basically two systems of numeration that we use in place. So the first one is the Indian system of numeration. Okay, and the second one is the international system of numeration. So these system of numeration makes the reading and writing of larger numbers much easier. So first of all we will see the Indian system of numeration. Now to understand the Indian system of numeration you have to know certain terms. So you see some letters out here. Okay, so O is ones, then tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore and 10 crore. Okay, so these are the different terms that you will be using. So these are placed under certain groups which are known as the periods. So from the right side, the first three, ones, tens and hundreds, they are placed under the ones period. Okay, then the next two, that is 1,000 and 10,000, they are under the thousands period. The next two, that is lakhs and 10 lakhs, they are placed under the lakhs period, and the final ones, crore and 10 crore, these two are placed under the crores period. Okay, so just to read and write the numbers much more easily, we use this system of numeration so that it will be easy for us to place the numbers and read and write the numbers in a much more easier way. Okay, so here we have to place the digits in the number in the proper place. Okay, so starting from the right we have 3 place values, then we have 2, then 2 and then 2. This is how we write in the Indian system of numeration. So that's how we place the commas while we write the numbers in the Indian system of numeration. Okay, so here we will place first 3 digits from the right, okay, comma, then we will group 2 digits, then next again we'll group 2 digits and then 2 digits. So like this it goes on. So here 3, 2, 2 and 2. This is how we write in the Indian system of numeration. Now the number that we saw 741256, if I want to place it in the Indian system of numeration, so I will go by this system of placing commas. Okay, so I have to move from the right 3 places together, put a comma, then 2 together, comma. Okay, so if I see 74 now, this is in the lakhs period. Okay, then 12 is in the thousands period and the last one is in the ones period. So how do I read this number? It is 74 lakhs 12,506. Okay, so this is how we have written the number in the Indian system of numeration. Now there are 2 important terms that needs to be learned, that is the place value and the face value. Okay, so here we saw that the number 741256, we'll try to place it in this place value chart. So here we are trying to simplify the process of writing the numbers by placing them into correct position in the place value chart. So I have already separated the given number by the commas. Okay, so if I write it in the place value chart, 741256. Okay, so if somebody will ask the place value, so what is the definition of place value? So place value of a digit in a number, it depends upon the position of that digit in the given number. Okay, so if I say place value of 6, 6 is in the ones place, so the place value of 6 is 6 into 1, that is 6. Now if I want to find the place value of the digit 2 in the given number, 2 is in the thousands place. So to find the place value, I'll have to multiply 2 with 1000. So place value of 2 is 2000. Okay, so if there is a question that you find the place value of the digit 7 in the given number, now I see in the place value chart that 7 is in the 10 lakhs place. Okay, so now I have to multiply 7 with 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs is nothing but 1 followed by 6 zeros. Okay, so now if I multiply 7 with 10 lakhs, I get 70 lakhs. So the place value of 7 in this given number is 70 lakhs. Okay, So this is how we find the place value of a given digit in a given number. Now coming on to the face value. So unlike the place value, the face value of a digit in a number doesn't depend upon the position of that digit in the number. It remains the same regardless of the place it occupies in any number. So face value of 6 will be 6. Face value of 5 is 5. Okay, even if it is in the hundreds place. The face value of 4 will be 4. So the face value remains the same as the digit in the given number. Okay, so these are the two important concepts of place value and face value, and this is how we place the digits in a given number in the place value chart. Now here there is an interesting thing to note here. So ones, which is equal in its place, which is denoted by 1. Okay, tens by 10, that is a 2-digit number, 1 and 0. Then hundreds by 100, 1 followed by 2 zeros. Okay, thousand is 1000, there is 1 followed by 3 zeros, and so on. You can continue. So now we see that as we move from the right to the left, we are increasing by multiples of 10. So here ones place is nothing but 1, so 1 into 10 gives me 10, that's a tens place. Now 10 into 10, that gives me 100. 100 into 10, that gives me 1000, that's a thousands place. Yeah, 1000 into 10, that gives me 10,000. So there is an incremental way of multiples of 10 as we move from the right to left. Okay, so now if we see that ones place, that is 1, we can denote it as 10 to the power 0. Tens place, that is 10, that is nothing but 10 to the power 1. That means 10 is multiplied one time. That 10 into 1 gives me 10. Okay, now for hundreds place, similarly this is 10 to the power 2. So 10 is multiplied 2 times. 10 into 10 gives me 100. So we see that as we move from right to left, we are having an increase of 10 times. So we are denoting it by power of 10 or the exponent of 10. Okay, so like 1000, if you should keep in mind that it is 1 followed by 3 zeros. Similarly, if I say 10,000, it's 1 followed by 4 zeros. For lakhs, it is 1 followed by 5 zeros. Okay. So now we will learn two new terms, the standard form of a number and the expanded form of a number. So here I have taken one number 45278. So this is the standard form of a number. Okay, so I have placed it in the place value chart as per the position of the digits. So I will put commas as per the Indian system of numeration. So 3 places and then 2. So if I see in the place value chart, I can read it as 45,278. So this demarcation is in terms of the Indian system of numeration. So now how do we write it in the expanded form? So we'll see it now. 45278. I place the commas here. So now we'll quickly write the place value. This is 10,000. This is 1000, 100, tens and ones. So now if I want to write in the expanded form, so I'll open up this number in terms of place value. So 4 is in 10,000 place, so I'll multiply 4 by 10,000. Similarly 5 is in 1000 place, so I'll multiply it by 1000. 2 is in the hundreds place, so I'll multiply it by 100. 7 in tens place, so I'll multiply it by 10. Finally 8 is in the ones place, so I'll multiply by 1. Okay, so this is as per the place value in the place value chart. So this gives me 40,000 plus 5,000 plus 2 into 100 gives me 200 plus 7 into 10 gives me 70 plus 8. So this is the expanded form of the given number, which is in this standard form. So if there is a question that convert from the standard number to expanded form, this is how you should do it. Moving on to the international system of numeration. In the ones period, we have no change. In the Indian and international, we have 3 place values here. You can see that. If we move on to the next period, for example, if we go to the thousands period, we see that we have 2 place values in Indian system, but we have 3 place values in the thousands period in international system. So it is 1000, 10,000 and 100,000. Okay. If we move on to the next period, this million, we have million, 10 million and then 100 million. So we have 3 place values again. Moving on to the next, the billions period, we have billion, 10 billion and 100 billion. So again 3 place values here. So here in the international system we have 3, 3, 3 and 3, so on. But in Indian it was 3, 2, 2, 2. So that's the only difference between these two systems of numeration. We'll try to understand the international system of numeration with the help of an example. So let me take a number 275068142. So now as per the international system of numeration, I will take the periods in terms of 333 periods. So 142 I'll take it and put a comma, then the next 3 digits put a comma. This is already 3 digits. So first one is the millions period, the second one is the thousands period, and then finally the ones period. So how do I read this? 275,068,142. So now if I place it in this place value chart, so 275, this is in my millions period, then 068, this is in my thousands period, finally 142, this is as my ones period. Okay, so this is how we write it in international system of numeration. Now if we are asked to find the place value of the digit 5, so this is in the millions place, so the place value of 5 will be 5 million. Now if it is the 6, what is the place value here? We see that it is in the 10,000 place, so the place value will be 60,000. How did I find? So first you have to write the digit 6 and multiply with 10,000, that gives me 60,000. Okay, so this is how we find the place value of any given digit in a given number. So how did we do that? We saw that corresponding value in the place value chart, and then we multiplied it with the digit, and then we found the place value of that number. So now that we have seen the two different system of numeration, we'll try to understand it better with one example. So on the screen you see a number 734105668. So first of all, I try to write it in the Indian system of numeration. So if you remember, in Indian system of numeration, we divided the period as 3, 2, 2 as they move from the right to the left. So that is how I will write the number and put the commas. Okay, so starting from the right, 3, 2, 2 and so on. So I'll write the periods on the top right from right, so that it will be easy for us to write the numbers. So from the right last 3, that is the ones period, then the thousands, then the lakhs, and finally the crores period. Okay, so now we'll try to write it in the Indian number system. So this number can be written as 34 lakhs 10,568. So if any number is given and you're asked to write it in the Indian system of numeration in words, so first of all try to separate it into commas as per the place value chart, and then try to write it in words. So the 7 is in crores place, so I wrote it as 7 crore. Then we have the lakhs period, so I've written as 34 lakhs. Then the thousands, that is 10,000, and then 568. Okay, now let's move on to the international system of numeration. So how do I write the same number in the international system? So you remember it is 333, that's how we separate. So that's how I'll put the commas here. So first one, this is the millions period, then we have the thousands, and then the ones period. So how do I write this? So this is nothing but 73,410,000. Okay, and then finally the last period, there's a ones period, 568. So this is how we write it in the international system of numeration. So I hope you understand how to write a given number in words in both the number system. So that brings us to the end of this video lesson. So if you found this video useful and you like this video, then please do give us a thumbs up, and yes, please don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.